I'll be switching between Marathi and English, the slight will be English, पण त्यांना त्यांनी कळेल अशा वरती बदलत राहील. कुठल्याही प्रकारचा डाऊट असेल, प्रश्न असेल तर प्लीज थांबा, आपण इंटरॅक्टिव्ह करूया दोघेही. साईडचं भाषण करूया. शेष आहे म्हणून एक अकॅडमिक आहे. For the sentence for CFA, the Center for Financial Responsibility. Genuinely खूप interesting phase सांगितलेली. People believe that they throw things away to this magical place called away. They throw things off to this magical place called away. म्हणजे आपण त्यांना टाकणार की उद्या सकाळी कुठेतरी गावाला जातो. आपल्याला बरेच नेमक्या किंवा कोण त्याला म्हणतो किंवा त्याचं पुढे काय आहे. आपल्या घरामध्ये खूप मोठी इकॉनॉमी आहे. A largely informal economy that sustains the waste that we generate. SWaCH, Custody Panchayat, Karata Satra, Custody Panchayat, in today, for the last 3 decades, have been a big part of this journey along with the waste because of the city. In fact, we are the waste because of the city. We can eat it. So, first step that connects you and the magical place called away is waste because clearly. You must have seen this. तुमच्या घरी रोज सकाळी कचरा विचरा येत असेल. काही वेळा तुमच्या स्वतःचा हाऊसकीपिंगचा असेल पण शेवटी ते कचरा विचरा This person comes up to your door, collects with segregated waste from you, takes it away, segregates once again the recyclables from the waste. Now, त्याचा हा वर्गीकरण केलं जातं. जे त्या पुढे पंचायत विकास तर ह्या स्टेजमध्ये खूप युनिक आहे. In that, in most models, waste pickers don't have the abilities that they can. And this is a very important distinction. So, आता तुम्हाला काही लोकांना लिटरसिटी स्वच्छता मॉडेल कसं चालतं सगळ्यांना सोयीसाठी कचरा पुण्यामध्ये स्पेसिफिकली त्याच्यामध्ये 2 एक आहे रिसायकलिंग जी which amounts to 60 to 70% of wasteable energy. But the latter, I think 40% comes from waste that they have a right to sell. This is also very important. And wing model makes the SWaCH model so distinct. And there's a very interesting history behind this that allows this because over 3 decades ago, when the union was formed, Kano tax Satra Custody Panchayat, 1992 मध्ये युनियन तयार झाली. तेव्हापासून ही गोष्ट एका विषयावरती सुरू. Initially, the fight was to secure livelihoods. The fight was to regulate their livelihood. So काम आहे हे जाणून घेणे याची जाणीव मानवी असणं आणि सरकारला असणं हे महत्त्वाचं असतं. त्याच्यासाठी त्यानंतर आपण आपल्या शरीरासाठी पर्यावरणासाठी हे त्यांनी नक्की केलं आणि त्याच्या सिटीची social security is very famous. Also very important. They also went on to fight for scholarships for their children because they are part of the city's infrastructure, we part of the city's infrastructure. We need to support their children so that they don't get अच्छा करते आपण pass. So most of these visitors were collecting waste from open air dumps or Katra place. They Katra Instead of that, the Supreme Court and the government, in fact, taking these open air grounds. Now, it's great की आपल्याला रस्त्याची कचरा वाईट आहे. पण त्याच्यावरती 30 वर्ष 40 वर्ष काम केलेला नफा होता. त्यांनी करावं लागतं. Livelihoods are dependent on these jobs. What was one of the first examples of just transit in effect of workers demanding that their rights, their livelihood, protected of the impending change in the working ecosystem. Where workers conducted structural analysis, in order to solve the problem that is 5 years of important to us, such as food. Also, as the union and the workers together seems to completely include principles in the wage stream, in the wage system. It's like the workers working in third right? The cooperative side. See today. At over 4,000 members, 4,000 सदस्य आहेत स्वतः कोऑपरेटिव्हचे आणि ते 10 लाख मुलांना सेवा पुरवतात. पोचता की आपल्याला श्वास जातो तर 80% स्वच्छता सगळं तोच यात मला एक नेहमी आश्चर्याची गोष्ट आहे द नेम ऑफ द युनियन always surprises me. 3 components: carbon, glass, and paper. Paper, glass, and ink. No mention of plastic at all. We can't imagine our lives today. What garbage today? Plastic. In some kind, at least. Right? 35 years ago, not a big part of their life. So, we have just joined us, जे आत्ताच आलेले आहेत. आपण बघितलं की कचरा व्यवस्थापनाचं 60 ते 70% उत्पन्न रिझर्व्हमध्ये 30 ते 40% उत्पन्न रिसायकलेबल्स मध्ये. त्या रिसायकलेबल्स मध्ये the issue of the recycling. There has been considerable change after the liberalization of the union. So the name of the union name of plastics, but today plastics are because this is the monthly expenditure earnings from scrap today, from SWaCH data. So, हे स्वच्छतेची सहकारी तत्वावरची दुकान आहे त्यांच्या डेटामधून आपण काढलेली माहिती आहे. प्लास्टिक मधून आहे काच आहे मेटल आहे त्यात इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वेस्ट पण असू. Yes. The trade paper percentages by way of its income from these sources. Correct. So, you can say that to cost of plastic per kg in comparison. So, we'll get to that because there's a lot of diversity. Farming is basically number of waste kgs. So, in fact, this is a waste management exercise. So, can you put that kg gets this much money rather than putting one plastic thing? We get to that. We get the same information. So, then the question of someone की मी टक्केवारी म्हणून सांगितलं की ह्या टक्क्यांमध्ये इतके पैसे येतात पण किलो किती पैसे येतात तर आपण ते बघू ते धरून कारण ह्यामध्ये वेगवेगळे प्लास्टिक एकच नसतो आपल्या मनात ते एक असतं कचरा वेचून त्याचे 10% एक सेकंद 10 असं विकलेलं तर आपण बघितलं की प्लास्टिक महत्वाचं but for the longest time actually दोन sides लागेल. So this is a waste picker who has collected waste from your house and she is taking it to a field. अशी जागा असते जिथे त्या वस्तू त्यांच्या वर्गीकरण करतात रिसायकल सगळे गोष्टी काढतील कन्सेप्ट वाढ तो नवीन त्याच्या The wet and dry waste is then sent off for further processing the municipal corporation. They have access to pinjaras, some waste pickers. Pinjaras are temporary storage spaces where they can keep this segregated waste for a while. पिंजऱ्यामध्ये कचरा ठेवू शकतात ते. त्यानंतर ते भंगारच्या दुकानावर गेले. तर for a waste picker सुरायचं. So they so waste travels from the house to the scrap shop. घरापासून फक्त भंगारच्या दुकानापर्यंत काय होतं याची त्यांना कल्पना असते. 1997 आणि तुम्ही समजा लाठी बघितल्या कचरा वेचण्याच्या तर 70% कचरा जेंडर if you look at the gender 70% of them are women, right? And most of them are still belong to the Maharajah Christian Muslim Maharajah. So very low basis. Scrap shops on the other hand. So this was a great study done by Lakshmi Narayan and Purnima Chikapati, and they documented the tasks of the different stakeholders in the vessel. जाती ज्या होत्या कचऱ्याच्या चलीमध्ये जे वेगवेगळे stakeholders आहेत, त्या जाती काय होत्या, काय होत्या. तर त्या असं दिसून आलं की मिडल कास्ट जास्त आहे, मुस्लिम जास्त आहे आणि जास्त करून पुरुष पण आहेत. त्यांना आयटी ज्या विकतात आणि पुरुष जे विकतात त्यांना थोडा विचार केला. Power imbalances at play. Right? Uh, there's another thing, very important thing, which is the geographical limitation of waste. So, because she has only has a तिच्याकडे फक्त ढकलण्याची असल्यामुळे स्वारगेटची बाई स्वारगेटला खाली करणारी बाई त्या एक्सेलला पाण्याचा झोनचा माल विकत नाही. ती जनरली तिच्या आजूबाजूला जे दुकान आहे तिथेच जाऊन बोलते. A huge impact. In the sense, if you look at bigger shops, they're restricted to lower income neighborhoods, and there are not too many in one area. They have effectively distributed between different pockets in each area. तर त्या प्रकारे फक्त एकच बघायला लागतो किंवा दोन नसेल तर दुसऱ्याकडे जातो. त्याच्यापुढे मोनोपसरी तयार होते. मोनोपसरी म्हणजे असं मार्केट जिथे विकत घेणारा किंमत विक्रेता किंमत right? So it's the scrap shop owners who are deciding the prices and not the distributors themselves. So you have caste and gender power imbalance. After that, there's economic considerations as well. So people get people start to tend this. Just tend to negotiate with you. Take it at face value. The other issue is that basically also there's a lot of information asymmetry. Because you don't know the aggregators further down the line, you really have to trust the world. And scrap shop dealers to आणि पुढे पण फायदा घेतला. म्हणजे वजनामध्ये पण पाहणार रेटमध्ये पण बघणार. You will bring the weights and you bring the rates both at the same time. So in 1997, it's because from Pilgrims started the first cooperative scrap shop in the city. This meant that people from that area sold their own shop, and at the end of the year, the profits were distributed between themselves. It is a new school. याच्या आधी बोनस ही संकल्पना दिवाळीच्या वेळेला मला मिळाली थंडी एवढंच. आता तुम्हाला खरे पैसे मिळणार तुमच्या कामात बदला तर मूलधन संस्थेसाठीच नाही पण मुलाच्या कचरा सुद्धा. Does two things. Increases your negotiation skills because you can now point at this show. Yeah, but yeah, so what? It what it also does it disrupts the market because the other scrap shop owners now know that there's a competitive advantage. So it creates unique parities between these two groups. Today there are four scrap shops in the city. And of these scrap shops are here as well. Plus, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. प्रश्न येतील तर तयार. हो
In realtà competition creator yes.
महिन्यात किती करतात घरात एक महिन्यात किती क्वांटिटी किती किलो
दिवसात किती किलो
दिवसात किती महिन्यात किती
प्रत्येक दुकानाची पण एक स्थिती वेगळी आहे. कातरचं दुकान जास्त मोठं आहे आणि ते रॅम्पवरतीच केलं तर त्यांची जागा पण जास्त आहे. तुमचं दुकान त्यातल्या त्यात लहान आहे. बाकीचे दुकान आहे. ट्रेडिंगमध्ये पण तशीच सिच्युएशन आहे. नंबर्स थोडे थोडे वेगळे.
त्यांची एका दिवसात 3000 किलो म्हटलंय ॲव्हरेज प्राइस काय 20 रुपये असेल 15 रुपये असेल
मटेरियल स्पेसिफिक
केलं 60%, 38% पेपर केलं
आम्ही शेअर
नाही
so we have reached till the scrap trade now. Waste figures have risen up to the scrap trade. But the rest of it is still a bit of a black box, right? We are not exactly sure how aggregators work or how recyclers work. So, big question for us. So, this was it has huge benefit of its own, which was clear from the scrap shops. Uh, Together with the European Union Switch Asia program, we had a chance to start a waste picker owned rigid plastic recycling facility in the city. So around 6 years ago. Yeah, so this sector in general is very secretive. They want to hide the things, how exactly they operate. Or we had to engage in a study in Rajiv and Rajiv are here who have managed the shop for the last 4 to 5 years, who conducted a lot of these studies, conducted a lot of these looked at different kinds of recyclers. वेगवेगळ्या recyclers यांनी भेट दिली, वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रांमध्ये त्यांनी जाऊन भेट दिली, राज्यांमध्ये जाऊन भेट दिली. आणि आम्हाला ह्यातलं 3 प्रकार रिसायकलिंग सेक्टरमध्ये आहेत. एक आहे in-house recycling. In-house recycling are companies, your IKEAs of the world, who are purchasing high quality material, specific high quality products that they recycle in-house and use for their own purposes. म्हणजे फक्त स्पेसिफिक प्लास्टिक ते घेतील त्याचंच रिसायकलिंग त्यांच्याच फॅसिलिटीमध्ये करतील आणि स्वतःच्याच प्रॉडक्टसाठी वापरतील.